Hello everybody, how you all doing? Today, early stream today. I don't know, I was bored sitting here, tired of doing editing things like making that thing. So I figured I would start the stream by just killing a Mario. Right off the start, just get him out of here. But yeah, that whole time that you were watching that light show, that was actually all manual live, like I was just kind of moving my mouse, changing the hue. It's mowing the lawn. We got Golden Venom, Lost Abrasion, Moyako, well, Smohawk Mogwai, Siggy, J-Rob, Hey, Tipa, Neo, Early Crew. Oh, dude, go play. Go play. Seems strange not watching this at 12:30 in the morning. Well, at night, AM. I guess so. Figured I would stream a little bit earlier for you guys that always have to catch me late. Is the queue not open? Oh, there it is. All right, I'll start off with Lost level. And then maybe Mayako's level, and then we'll play a blind Kaizo Race level that I didn't play before. I'll move there. Get rid of that corner. Makes a nice change. Yeah, I wish I can do this all the time, but unfortunately I can't. So yeah, I think these two I wanted to play today. I mean, they seem a lot crazier. Eek. Maybe I'll just do this one today. Who knows? All right, let's go. Kirby versus King Dedede. Everything's good. Golden, how you doing? Oh, we got a 40-second speed run. I probably need to keep that. Or not. Choose team. I gotta go with Kirby. Well, apparently we're going with Dedede. Yeah, I went with Dedede instead. Oops. Because I got 20 seconds to get this done. Moo again. Why you moo? Yeah. And that's why you don't go with King Dedede. That's why you go with Kirby. Why did we start as Squid? All right, we go Kirby this time. Just flatten. Oh my god. I like King Dedede's path better. I can't float like in actual Kirby. Oh, Kirby dead. Kirby dead! No! Boop. It's probably the end, too. Damn it. Alright, well this part's pretty easy, you just don't even move. Maybe we'll just go with Dedede instead. It seems like a way easier path. I like it better. Yeah, look how less dangerous it is here. Oh, there we go. Nine seconds. Speed boost. Uh-oh. 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh man, tight timer much. What's up, Macho Man? Alright, we're going Dedede's path again. I don't have much time to pull back. I feel like I could do this faster than following this. Shit. You got a 3-year Mario Maker level?
The only damn it around here is damn it Neo.
Yeah, damn it. You kind of threw off my groove. Thank you so much, Neo, for the 777 shit your pants scare. Hopefully that got more people in chat. Kirby, I don't know. I wanna. You don't think using the springs is faster? Yeah, I know. I kind of figured not using the springs was faster. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try not using the springs. Oh yeah, screw the springs. Now, if only I can jump. Hey, J-Rob. Ah. There's only one nightmare around here that you should sub to, and it's me. Damn it, why am I just what? Just run. Just run. Just run. Simple run. Simple runs. Just don't do anything else. You're in a speed run. I did it again. I just jumped. I have to jump. I just get bored and I want to jump. Wonder how tight the timer actually is. Oh man, that's so much faster. Shouldn't have done the double. Alright, 11 seconds into the door this time. 8 seconds into that door this time. I'm pretty sure I got this. Wow, if I didn't do the strat with the springs, I think I would have lost. Hey Alpha, how you doing? Alright, one level down. Yeah, they either took the Kirby route or they're just better. Alright, that one's complete. I'll play this one and then maybe one of the Kaizo Race levels. Just gotta get a little bit warmed up. That looks like Zero if he got older. Does it not? Does that not look like Zero's Mii character? Oh, okay. Well, that's a good way to pick up coins. All right, it's pretty cool so far. Oh, up the difficulty. Oh. Okay, well, I think jumping is a bad idea. Yeah, jumping, bad idea. How do even? How do you get through that? You can't. What? What? That's not even fair. I know it's mini games. I can see that. But holy crap! Oh, it flinged me up. Hey! Now I just gotta get that to happen up here. Okay. Not a mod this time. Grandpa's driving to a dead zone right now? Uh-oh. I don't think you'll miss much. Oh, that's what the reset door is for. Okay. Okay, gotcha. I like this. I don't like this. Well... Okay. Oh, no! No! Get out! Stop wronging! I actually don't know how to get out. I don't know how I got out before. How did I get out before? Okay, a ding dong ding dong, up. Okay. Up. Holy crap. Oh, there's spikes. What's up, bowler? I have to do it all again? For some reason, I thought I got some kind of checkpoint at some point. Hey! Eep. Oh. Now, I got lucky with this one. I just literally went right through it as if it didn't exist. Alright, it doesn't take too long to get back here. Oh man. So that one's good, that one's good, that one's good. That one's back. Get out! Okay, good, good, good. Whew, much faster. Alright, focus this time. Whew. Hey, checkpoint! I want to keep this. Okay, never mind. I'm just kidding. I don't. What's up, Jacker? How you doing? Huh? But rip. What's with that door, though? Like, I can't reset. Oh well, that's fine. That is fine. That was pretty cool, though. Yeah, I haven't seen that either. Like, I've seen pixel perfect stuff like this, but I've never seen it where you had to do this. It's pretty cool. Alright, so I want to go in the door. And go in the door. Loose Shelmet. Alright, so I guess this is a preview of... Is this like a preview of what to do in the next room, or... Is this just that it's cool? Shit, you know what you have to do? You gotta go left, right, left, right, left, right. So it was a preview of what was happening. But I mean, it can't really prepare you. Well, it can if you really want to memorize left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. Shit. I wonder if I just do it crazy. Like, what if I do that all the way down? Like, look, I've got 2 faces if I do that. If I do that, I just got, like, 2 noses, 2 mustaches. Still 2 eyes. I think I'm gonna do that. We'll just jiggle the joy. There we go. Oh shit! Crap. I didn't mean to do that. Oh, also I have a feeling the game might be a little bit loud. I'll turn it down just a little bit. All right. So let's see if I can memorize it. Right, left. Right, left, right, left. So it's just alternate, starting with right. And then right, left, right, left, right. Okay. So it just all starts with right. Let's jiggle. That works. Jiggling the joy works. I don't know why I completely forgot that when you push up on a vine, it makes you go left or right. Could have just done it later, but no. But no. Damn it. Well, at least I found a very, very helpful trick for this next room. You just gotta jiggle your joy. So fast that Mario doesn't even move. So easy. All right. Oh my God. These sections are pretty tough. The last part's very easy. You mean after the second checkpoint? What joy am I jiggling? I can't say. This is YouTube. Not that other site. Alright, jiggle my joy. Perfect. I'm not in 100 Mario. Ah! We go! I really, 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 really hope this doesn't soft lock me in some way. Huh? Keep. Are you saying if I hold left or hold right, I survive that? Oh, no, 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 it's up. Oh, okay, I understand. I understand. Finally found someone that looks at chat. Yeah, usually smaller streamers look at chat a lot. How you doing, Gunslinger? On this fine, I don't even know what day it is. I'm assuming a Wednesday. Yeah, it's Wednesday. All right, so I hold up and then Right in the face. I'm not a small streamer. I mean, pretty much am. Huh. That actually works. Shit. All right. Wow. I've never seen any of this. Like, Mario Maker's been out for 3 years and we're still discovering new things. It's crazy. And then Mario Maker 2 comes out in like 2 months. Oh, you jerk face. Well, at least I'm gonna get practice. All right, all right. So it's literally just hold left and hold right. That's pretty crazy. Huh. We're getting some roasted nuts. Look, it looks like you're not even looking at direction, dude. Oh, but your shield changes direction. All right. Just had to act like the ground wasn't gonna leave me. What the hell? Oh. How am I supposed to know? I just been pushing left and right. At least have the up somewhere, or was there? Yeah, we can just freely move through that. See, I would have tried the P-switch jump, but then I realized that there was a spike above my head. Okay. So now it's right, left. Really? Some of the 3 Mario Maker levels have brand new concepts? Okay. I don't know, I stopped playing them because they stopped releasing them, oh crap. They stopped releasing them like frequently, and it was just like, okay, like I kind of want to play them all. It was like having to check back every month, like, oh, did they release them yet? Come on. Oh, okay. I didn't... Not every level was finished. I feel like last year was a little bit more prepared, though. Yeah, Goomba on a vine. Did you know that Goombas actually had arms in the earlier designs? So, you remember those little pencil erasers that you can like put onto your pencil? It was like one of those like little figures. I used to have a Blastoise one and a Pikachu one back when Pokemon was like really popular. But what the hell are they doing outside? If you had a Goomba one, there was actually arms behind his back. And I think they scrapped that. But the Goomba does have arms on the early designs of the toys. They're like little tiny hands, but they're behind his back. I found that really cool. Oh! Come on! Dun dun dun! I thought I died. All right. That was some stuff. I have no idea what's going on outside, but it sounds like... They might be raking. Who knows? All right. So I'm gonna do a level in random order, and then maybe a blind Kaizo Race level, or maybe I'll play those a little bit later. Who knows? Maybe I'll play it to end it. Come on, give me a level. Nope. It's good to see Nightbot actually works again. Yeah, I don't know what they're doing out there. 7% clear rate. I should be able to lower that to about 0.5. Oh. All right, well, there's gonna need a P-switch and a bomb. So what's in you? A not happy. Okay, up here, buddy boy. There we go. You can get out of my way now. Oh, I feel like that was bad. I feel like I should not have done that. Oh. That angel lost its wings. Okay, come over here, boo. Ding dong. Oh, hello! I can't break it? You can't break it. Why? Okay. So that's who break it. Gotcha. Why are these boos flying at me? Oh. Huh. Alright, I'll take you. Oh, come back. I wanted you. Alright, that ploofed away. Who cares? I don't need that mushroom anyway. I want to go up there. I feel like that's a bad idea. Oh, that is a bad idea. Would have got killed. Oh. Hello. Okay. So will I need... Is that a good? I got one key coin. Alright, so that was a good thing to do. Going to... Oh. Oh, perfect! Got all the things I wanted. It's like Christmas. I just switched out shells there. Oh, why am I going this way? I didn't need to go that way. Crap. Super duper late, GG. You're at work after all, doing some analysis on documents. You'd rather be on YouTube. I think everyone would rather be on YouTube. All right, boom ding. All right, I need another bomb, I guess. Huh. One of them didn't do a thing that it's supposed to do. Uh-oh. Crap. No. I needed the POW. Really, really wanted that POW. Yeah, hang on. Crap. Start over again. Oh. No. I know to ground pound the POWs, but I wanted to keep a POW, so I was trying to ground pound next to it and then jump up and grab the POW like that, because it is possible to do it that way. Yeah, I just wanted to keep a POW for reasons unknown. All right, checkpoint and 1 coin. Oh, auto scroll. What's in the door? I bet the door takes me back. All right, do I want to do this? Guess so. Okay, yeah, so the door is gonna take me back. I probably should have waited. Yeah, I definitely should have waited a little bit till the screen scrolled. Alright, I gotta wait just a little. Like last second. Watch me miss this. There you are. Come on. Alright, 2 key coins. Hell yeah. I don't need you 1-up. How would you even get that 1-up? Okay, I don't know where it's gonna want me to go now. I didn't see anything. Oh. Well, I figured out how to get the 1-up. Alright, so I wanted to go through there. Grab that. There's a POW involved. So as soon as I pop this POW, those ghosts are gonna chase me. It's a lot of booze. Oh shit, I knew you were even gonna chase me and I didn't pay attention. Uh-oh. 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 Checkpoint! Alright. Oh. So I'm gonna get you. Okay, you're bad. I'll lure you over here and then possibly get squished by the block. Alright. Kind of feel like I should grab those in case I need to go in there with the P-switch active. Which one to go in? Does it really matter? Is it just for symmetry? Alright, that just resets. It doesn't matter which pipe. Okay, cool. Woo! Uh-oh, we're running out of time. Crap. Oh! Kill him! Kill him with hate. You too. Die! Uh-oh. 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 Hey, Allie. Oh, sheet. Oh, sheets. Uh-oh. No! Well. I don't know what you want me to do. I don't know where to go. I've destroyed all the things. Oh, well, there's a key coin. I hope I don't need that. I don't have time. I don't have time for your key coins. Oh, wait. Ah! Where am I going? What am I doing? I play my levels both in order and randomly. Wait at the next room? Which next room from now? Because there's a 10-second delay between what you say, like what you see on screen, and yeah. Here? Just wait here? Why wait here? Now what? Now what? Now what? I'm scared. I've got 15 seconds to figure this out. I don't think I can beat it in 15 seconds. I don't think it's beatable in 15 seconds. Continue. 14. Crap, 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 craptacular. Craptacular. No! I just figured I was gonna die anyway. Alright. So now that I know what to do. Why are you... Oh. I guess it really doesn't matter which pipe I go in. They all go in the same place. Yeah, it doesn't feel normal to see me streaming during the day. There were vines coming from above in that other room? In the room I just came out of? Die! Crap! Oh, I didn't know. You told me to wait, and then you told me to continue. No booze! Jiggle the joy! Hey! Fuck face! He stopped my ride. Ah! Hey, Raph. Come here, Mush. All right. Now, I'm not gonna touch any of those. Actually, I'm gonna leave a few of those there. What if Mario likes it, Allie? You don't know what Mario's into. We all know what Peach is into, or who's in Peach. Okay. Okay, so explosion there. Hey, Heart Boy. Jiggle the joy. Koopa. Oh, no. Don't take away my ride this time. Now, why is that not gone? It's late there? Damn. I figured it was still early everywhere. So I gotta go into that room again? No, no, no. Yeah, Nightbot's fixed. Do I need the key coins? I feel like I don't. I don't want to get it. I don't want to do it anymore. We go. We out of here. Get in the pot. Key coin! There's the last one! No true ending. I suck. Complete. That only took 16 minutes. It shouldn't have. Random. 2 random, 2 in order. Monkey. Hello. Go. Yeah, I saw every red coin. And I had every red coin, just not all in a row. Alright, I guess we gotta play the 3-year Mario Maker level. Bye, Macho Man. I'm scared. This one's gonna take forever. Kill. Okay. I plooped them away. Done been plooped. Alright, so I gotta kill them all? Or just to make it easier? Killed the fishies. Shit. Oh man, oh man, oh man! What'd the fish do to me? Years of torture. Come on. I don't know if I have to kill them all or not. There's no Macho Man. Come on, there's gotta be one safe spot. Just gonna shoot fire at me as soon as I get up there. Oh, I don't want that. How do I... The moment when you realize that you can wall jump. I forgot I could wall jump. I guess my brain really just wants this to be Super Mario World instead. So why do I need to kill the fish? Crap. Alright, I know that there's key coins, but I don't want them. I'm assuming... I don't know what I'm assuming. Ah, okay. Yeah, I was just thinking like, oh, they're gonna eventually end up in the lava. Macho Man, next time you want to give me a little bit more room to grandpa? Thank you. Don't want the key coins. Screw true endings. All right. You douche monster. All right. This level is gonna take quite a while. Can't kill them. I'm trying to kill them 2 at a time. If I go into the middle, I can kill 2 at once, but it won't let me. Alright, just got 2 left to kill. One left. Should be able to kill this fool. I'm gonna kill you over here. There we go. Wait. Okay. Whew. Checkpoint. Yeah, the fish would have ignited the bombs at the bottom, causing the POW to pop, the muncher to die, and then a spring to fall and block my way, I guess. Do you need to refrigerate Canadian maple syrup when stored, or is it fine room temperature? When you buy it in stores, it's not refrigerated. It's just on the shelf with the breakfast items, so you don't actually need to refrigerate it. I don't even think after you open it you need to refrigerate it, but I just keep it in the fridge anyway. I guess it's like your preference. So same with jam. Jam, you can refrigerate it or keep it in the cupboard. I like to have the jam in the fridge. And then there's those people, those monsters that put their peanut butter in the fridge. Why? It doesn't spread after that. Wow. I was trying to... Yeah, it'll keep much longer. Pretty much anything in the fridge will keep longer. Yeah, syrup and honey can both be fridge or non. You'll keep Canadian maple syrup on the table. That's usually what people do, actually. They keep it in the middle of their table if they're eating a lot of pancakes or waffles. Come on! I was like, I don't understand what makes me ground pound or what doesn't make me ground pound, because like when I press down, it should be making me ground pound every time, but it doesn't. Oh my god. Ground pound to munch ass. That one was sniped. I didn't see it. I didn't see it going somewhere else. AA team. All right, 2, 1, 1. None. 1. I didn't mean to double. It doubled. I did a double ground pound for no reason. Oh, that was so quick. If I can just get them done as fast as possible. They survive. Crap. This is a long path, and I got 2 left. one left. Got none left. Don't die to that. Whew. Yeah, see, the fish would have fallen off here, and they would have ignited the POW. All right, see ya, Heart Boy. Thank you so much for hanging out. Oh, damn, there's more. I thought I was done. Okay, wall jump and then back. Oh my god. This level is knucking futs. Oh! I would have survived if I didn't die. It bounces me right back up to it. Okay, got one more fish there. All right, they're done. Damn it, you can't. I thought when you ground pound, you could do a quick jump like that, but for some reason it's not allowing me to do that. Don't die. No, I said. Doesn't matter what I said, does it? You can't hear me. Hey, Tyrese. The whole time I was pressing down. Ground pound doesn't work. It's so flawed in this game. It's not my directional pad. I'm pressing it like 1,000 times. I just pressed it there and it didn't work. I have to press it like 4 or 5 times for it to activate once though. Crap. Yeah, I was holding down there and it didn't work. Crap. I've had enough of this whole ground pound doesn't work and then it randomly works. All right, got one fish left to deal with. Down, 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 ground pound. I pressed down again, didn't work. This is actually really annoying because it's not the level's fault. It's most likely the game. Not allowing me to ground pound for some reason. Crap, you dead. Hey, Keepin' Pete, how you doing? I honestly don't understand why I can't ground pound when I want to. Like, pretty much every time I jump, expect me trying to ground pound. Well, the D-pad doesn't work properly, but the analog stick sure does. Analog stick works great. I'm switching in between analog stick. Yeah, it's the D-pad. It's actually the D-pad that's all screwed up. Even though this is like a newish controller. All right, how many do I have on the other one? 3? Come on! Yeah, you have to kill every fish. You have to kill every fish. This is the last section, too. But yeah, I'm switching between D-pad and analog stick. And it seems to be working for ground pounds. Like every time you see a ground pound, I'm using analog stick. But every time I'm just running around, oh crap, that was my time. Every time I'm just running around, it's just D-pad, and then when I'm doing ground pound, I'm switching over to analog. What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? Oh, now I just gotta survive. Now I just gotta survive. I just gotta live! Whew! Just hold up and I win. Yay, we got 1 key coin. Go me. Damn, 9 minutes. These last few levels have taken me like between 15 to 20 minutes. It's pretty crazy. I need a really quick one. All right, this next one seems a really quick one. I'm silly. Oh crap, thanks for telling me. I didn't know that. Did not know. Who's got the record? Oh, Barbarian. Glad somebody finally told me I'm silly. I might have to stop. Speedrun level for me. Yeah, I saw that, Panda. It's coming up soon. I want to go in this one, though. Huh? What the shit? If I would have killed any of the fish, it would have activated a POW. Okay, so don't do that there. How? I can't do a frame jump. I don't really have too much time to wait. You fuck nugget! Literally waited until I wanted to jump. Go. You dumb! Oh great, now they're both up here. I actually don't know how this person wants me to do it. How do you want this done? I don't get it. I do it my way.
It ain't right.
Crap. Crap. How in the hell? Jumping didn't work. I didn't jump, couldn't do it. Ah, wrong direction. So the timer's not really tight. It's just, keeping this mushroom. All right. Crap. No, the twirls don't slow me down. It was a progressive power-up, that's why. I needed the mushroom. It can be done in 11 seconds. I don't think I'm gonna go for a world record on that. They can have that world record. All right, 60-second speed run. Where are all my Super Mario World levels at? Why are they all new soups? Why would you think I can do this, Panda? Why would you think I can do this? I can't do this. So Ryu play this? I haven't seen Ryu play this. Unless he plays it on Twitch and doesn't release it on YouTube. Excuse me. What the fuck? I can't even get a jump. Alright, well. I know it's not a dashy level, but I'm not having fun with it already, so. I'm gonna skip it. That other jump at the top, it doesn't seem like a jump I can get consistently. Where are my Super Mario World Kaizo levels at? Or SMB3 at least. Alright, what are you level? Oh, okay, well, I gotta go up there. Gonna bypass all that. Bye-bye! Hey, look at that. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh! Alright, one done. Oh, you got a checkpoint system! Alright, I like your level. It's good. It's good! It's good, checkpoint. Alright, so I went up there already. Might as well go in the first one. Okay, so these are the other rooms. Gotcha. Come here, Wigglesworth. Boom, bam. 2 down, more to go. We'll do this room. Okay. Oh, shit. Uh-oh. Let me out! We're breaking free! Crap. Damn it. Nope! I'm gonna keep this mushy. Do duck jumpy things. There we go. Mushy kept. You have the sound down? That's fine. You're not missing much. It's a pretty simple level. Seems like a pretty fun level. I'm having a good time. Fun little challenges. Checkpoint system. Moles are dead. If I would have kept my mushroom, this would have been fast, but... You die! Okay, gotta dodge the little chodes. Huh! Didn't see you. Oh, hello. Ah! My brain was telling me to slow down. Fine jumps. Danger! Okay. Okay. I was worried about the danger creature. Way too worried about danger creature. Oh no. Am I the only one that died there? Probably. I'm the only one to die there too. I'm the only impatient person here. Room number 4 is giving me some issues. Hey Sam, I'm doing good. How are you? Where are you, boo? Patience. Piss off, Ghost. No moving. SPG, how are you doing? Hey, Summer. Welcome, welcome. Done equals down? What? What do you mean done equals down? Oh, yeah! Danger creature! Whew. You're being way overexcited for Mario Maker 2. I'm trying to keep my calm about it. And just remember how scared I'm gonna be of that game. That game is gonna be my nightmare for a while. Till I learn all the stuff. Sometimes you just gotta do it. You just gotta go. You just don't think about it. Cat Kaizos, yeah, we got Meowser in there. A lot of new tech, a lot of new trolls. It's gonna be terrifying. Do we have a key death possibility here? I'm taking this with me. This is coming with me. Oh, we have a key death possibility? Uh-oh. Don't say that. Okay. Now I can make life easier. Stack that. I'm gonna stack that. Uh-oh. Can't have that. There you are. No. Okay, okay, got it. Now, in case I decide to do anything cute, bring POW. Is this where I can key death? I'm freaking out! I'm freaking out! Holy crap. That was fun. Oh man, there was an easier way I could have done that. Since I had the POW, my original plan was to stack the POW and make it bounce up and then I can just walk off instead of having to bounce around. But then I'm like, oh, he probably has me leaving the ceiling. Yeah, true ending with the POW. I needed my little platform. VW. Huh. I guess this is a sponsored level or an ad level. VW is now invading Mario Maker players. Oh! Drove my car off a cliff. Boop boop. Alright, this time 20 seconds on the clock when I get into the pipe. Oh! Any blind Kaizo Race with Typhoon in the future? Possibly when Mario Maker 2 comes out, maybe? He said he's down to do it. Holy crap! Alright. Uh-oh. Okay, 20 on the clock. I need as many frames as I can get. No screw-ups. All perfect. And then jump at a random time. There we go, 1 second on the clock, and we... How? I don't know why I died. I didn't screw up any jumps. I got the shell jump. One second on the clock. How do you what? Still volume is low? What do you mean volume is low? I turned up the volume a little bit, but I look at the waveforms, and if it kind of comes close to mine, I turn it down. Oh, you mean for you volume is low. Gotcha. They meant me. I think I know where to save time, but I have to go on the left donut. Right from the start, left donut. Yeah, left donut. No, the car doesn't go any faster. It's just a costume. Damn, this is a tough speedrun to get. I think that's where I'm gonna save my frames, though. Final jump. There we go, and... Okay, that's a high 1. There we go. Zero on the clock. Hey, MCFC. Damn, somebody did it faster. I don't know how, but they did. Alright, I will... There's only 4 left in the queue. I don't feel like streaming too long today. Uh-oh. I'll do random. gonna close the queue for right now. Try to finish off whatever's in here. Time is coins. I guess so. Time is money. Coins are money. I died. Alright, 20-second speed run. Alright, I just gotta get on top of the first womp and then I'm good. I'm gonna fall in between them. As soon as it happens. Alright. I'm assuming I was just supposed to run, but that works too. Wonder if it is possible to just run. It's got to be possible to just run. Tide Pods. Really? Somebody named the level Tide Pods? Hang on. Oh, I didn't mean to exit. Left didn't work. I just want to see if running actually works. So what if I go left first, and then right, and then this? Oh, didn't mean to jump off of them. There you are. Huh. So this is possible, but this way hurts my eyes. That sucks. Really hurts the eyes. I don't like it. Well, tied the world record, so there's that, I guess. Or got the new record. Which out of these ones does Nightbot want me to play? Getting ready to press refresh. You have news, Neo. What news? Did you find my hat? Is Buster coming? Alright, come on, Nightbot. Give me a level. Oh, shit, it did it. Okay, wait. I already tried this one, I already tried this one a while ago. Was there a reason why I skipped it? Oops. Yeah, very spiky. Z7's got the world record on it. Awesome. Right where I want it to be. How do you even do that without getting hit? Sometimes you just gotta go. Look, a checkpoint even. Oh, thanks for the mushroom I can't use. Oh! You're such a meanie pants. Up! Alright. I knew that wouldn't last long. Oh my... Okay, so I went through the fire, but I hit the spikes. Why would you do this to a person? Alright, checkpoint 2. Crap, really? I made it that far? I made it that far without getting hurt? Damn it. I should have just regular jumped. Craptacular. There's a Yoshi up there. What are you? Fire flower. Generous. I can see why the record's a minute and 20 whatever. This does not fit the theme of the level. Thanks for coming closer, buddy. Now, to end the baby. Yeah, I'm too loud for a library. It's probably a good move. I thought I was on Yoshi and I was about to run right. Alright, so I don't understand why I skipped that level. Possibly I was having a bad day? Who knows? That level was not that hard. I also didn't star it. I wonder if I was going to play it and then I just saved it for later. So I actually don't remember ever going into that level. Because of the beginning? No, I don't think so. I feel like I've played this. It still has the yellow P-switches. I've played this before. I know I have. I mean, it takes my flag away because apparently it only saves the last 100 levels that you beat. And takes the flag away for no reason whatsoever. But whatever, I'll play this quickly, I guess. Well, we're preparing for Mario Maker 2 already, I guess. P-switch jumps. So this is gonna be all old physics P-switch. Which actually doesn't matter to me because I learned when it was like newer P-switch physics. Crap. I don't remember if I'm supposed to keep that or not. There's another costume up there. No, I don't think I'm supposed to actually keep the costume. I think they're just there to help. Alright. Crap. Alright, well, got the checkpoint, so that's good. That's a plus. Damn it. Oh well, checkpoint. Yeah, this level really isn't that hard. Oh. Okay, well, there's another one on his head. I could have just went over that whole thing. Like, I could have just jumped up over that. So why am I even here? There's nothing here. Oh. You can tell how long it's been since I've actually played this. Boom. Oh well, it doesn't matter. Holy crap. Wow, the preview's finally, like, actually synced up for once. Alright, give me another P-switch. I mean, I can definitely tell that this is older physics for P-switches, but when I learned how to do P-switch jumps, I learned on, like, the newer ones, newer physics, after the patch. So it didn't really affect me too much. There we go. I mean, I could have just not P-switch jumped and jumped on the actual thing itself. Oh, go up? Okay, well, maybe if I die. If I die, I'll go up. I didn't know that there was a difference. Okay, I died. Ooh. Alright, what's hard about this? No costume. Alright. Alright, control jumps. Gotcha. I'll try the hard way. Why not? Seabass, welcome. Crap. I held back a little bit too early. Huh. A little bit more challenging. Not challenging to get the P-switch jumps, just to change momentum there. There we go. I figured it would give it to me, it didn't. Odd way. For some reason, that one always gives me an extra pixel of a jump. Alright, see you, Mohawk Mogwai. Thank you so much for hanging out, dude. Yeah, this, like, for some reason, randomly it gives me an extra pixel height. I don't want that. Like, I don't change how long I hold the jump button between when I make it and when I don't. Like, they're still quick inputs. Oh, wait, I get it. I know why I was screwing up. I gotta wait till the last frame. I've been doing, like, what, like halfway in the P-switch before the jump? I gotta do, like, right at the end. Or not, or just... Maybe I run off. Like, I know it's possible to make the jump, but maybe it'll be easier if I run off instead. Nope. Gotta make the mini jump. Alternatively, I could just skip that middle P-switch. Yeah, I might just skip the middle P-switch. I mean, I know I can get it hitting the middle one, but I can just make this easier. I instantly abandoned my plan to jump over the middle one. Such a tiny jump. Oh, wait, maybe I can, skip that other one, too. Try that. Well, the harder way is definitely harder, but I like that it's given me a little bit more of a challenge because the piece with jumps are really easy. Run, kitty. I should probably study what's after the thwomp. Okay, I think I got what's after the thwomp. How did I make that the first time? See ya, MCFC. Come on. Yeah.
You're a kitty cat?
Kitty, dead.
I didn't know that was a skin you could have.
Yep. No pressing on the seat.
I've done no such thing.
You push it forward every time you do that.
Oh, nonsense. Done nothing of the sort.
Ah! Getting messages from MBS. Gotta check those in a second. Damn it! What am I getting from MBS? I need fireworks by some outside of my house when I'm sleeping. Oh, yeah, it's my 10-year anniversary with MBS Skateboard Company. Damn, 10 years already. 10 years of being sponsored. It's funny because, like, really early on I got this no problem. And then I got right next to the swamp and didn't go far enough left. And now I can't even get that jump. It's pretty much the only one that's standing in my way right now is that little tiny jump. Oh, how am I supposed to know to not full jump? And then boom, 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 boom. All right, if I can just get back there. Can't get back there. Can't do it. I feel like I just want to tap out of this level. Take the easy way out. It's honestly random when I get a small jump. What are they doing outside? Stop it. Noises. Oh, see, I get the tiny jump there. Back upstairs. I keep forgetting that my goal is to skip the middle one. But I see the P-switch and I'm like, I've got to jump on the middle one. No, middle. Well, I'm answering, you said, where are you? And I said, back upstairs. Wait, it's saying I'm playing the wrong level. What level am I playing? How did I end up playing this one when it says Worst Nightmare Live? What? Hey, Daniel. I can't do it, and I can't press A any faster. If I try to press it faster, it's not going to activate. Why don't I play Skate anymore? Because setting up my PS3 is just really annoying for content, and I'm waiting until Session comes out on Early Access. I'm just trying not to use all of my ideas on the prototype. Also for Skater XL, it's like, yeah, I could play that, but I don't really feel like it. There's some cool levels out there. But, I don't know, just not quite feeling Skater XL as much. Fucking right. Give me that. Oh! There we go. Well, completed it. No, well, Skate is on PS3, which is kind of annoying to set up. Also, I've got 2 broken controllers for the PS3. It took my star away too. I know I've played this. But yeah, I'll eventually go back to playing skateboarding games very soon. Don't worry about that. All right, I'm gonna play this last viewer level. Holy crap, there's a lot of stuff in there. What'd you mean? Initials, please let everyone know you meant initials. What? I have no idea what you're talking about, Allie. Alright, what is this? What are you? You dead. You die. Oh. I was like... I was missing a POW. Oh, I'm not done yet. Hey! Crap. Come back here. Jerk! Kumquat. Thank you. Gotta wait there. No idea where I'm going. Oh, a star. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Wasting star. Why did I need this? See you, Mayako. Alright, big one. PP. Oh. Okay, well, there's a checkpoint there. Oh! It was activated! Oh, you can't trick me! Hey! Got 1 coin. Good game or good going. I gotta wait? Okay. I knew it. No! It's fine, it's fine. I can get the nice. I'm not even paying attention to the fire. Fire does not exist. Oh, woo! Oh, fire exists now. Hit at least 4 blocks and wait. I feel like that information would have been a little bit better earlier. Okay, so those boom boom. So I don't need to go to the right at all? Or no, wait, no, I do. I need to go to the right. And then how long do I gotta wait for this? Okay, there it is. That's what an impatient person does. Don't ask how I survived that encounter with the fire. Patience kills me, yep. That it does. Come on. Oh! All right. I tried to stop. I didn't want to bounce again. Why do I go to the right? Why do I even bother going to the right? Fuck! Creates the lava waves? Oh, I didn't know. I don't even think I need that. Alright, say Allie. Oh, hey, Retro Rick. I don't know why I didn't notice you in here. All right, don't jump. Stay. Now jumps. So you said just do 4? What happens at 4? Oh. That happens at 4. Langrand, welcome back. How you been? Now which direction? Oh. That answers my question. I was gonna kill you first. Okay. See how it is. 1 key short. It's fine.
Mario number 1! Woohoo!
Such loud noises happening upstairs. Not true, GG? I don't care. Alright, I'm gonna play one of the blind Kaizo Race levels, and depending on how long it takes me, maybe I'll play another viewer level, who knows. I was kinda aiming to stream only for 2 hours today. Alright, let's play this one. 'Tis the season. A little bit later. Alright, see ya, Alpha. Oops. Okay, so there. Wait, am I supposed to be spin jumping at some point? Also, I keep going into the box. I don't want to go into the box. Just want to do that. Oh, okay. Oh, you went the wrong direction. Great. Well, give it a star anyway. Oh. Okay, okay. Quick thinking, and then Z. I Z'd. I Z'd like it wanted me to. Oh, come on. It's like I know exactly where it's gonna be and I just don't care. Yosh. It's like I don't trust the indicators at all. The spring definitely went somewhere else. Oh, come on. Huh. I was gonna say it would be cheesable. There's no point. Oh, come on. Are you leaving to summer, or are you just saying bye to Alpha? Damn it! Okay. I feel like I'm not holding any other button but right, but I could be wrong. Is it not a hold right section? What the fuck? Huh. So I've got to jump on the other side of the bomb to get the right height. Yeah, I'm not getting the right height. I need to somehow get to the right side of that bomb. I feel like I would have done really, really bad during the Kaizo race. Huh. There we go. Okay, so I want to I'm gonna drop down, tongue that. Holding jump and right would have actually worked there. All right, jump and right. How about when I'm actually on the Yoshi? All right. That's fair. Fair little section. Oh, I'm the only one to die up there. Interesting. Nobody else jumped as high as I did. Come on, buddy. Yoshi jerk. Oh, we boinged at the same time. All right. There's no way to cheese that. I would need Yoshi. Crap, I'm throwing it way too late. I throw a little bit earlier. There we go. Easy enough. Checkpoint. So I gotta wear that. Huh. Okay. Throw. I think I got this. All right, that trick. I was flashing, so I couldn't really see Mario and what he was doing. We're gonna play this game again where you think I'm throwing up, but I'm actually holding right. Pretty interesting section here. You gotta go back to work, Retro Rick? Alright, see ya, dude. Have fun at work. If that's possible. Don't start over, you got a checkpoint, buddy. Alright, so for that spring part, I gotta throw the spring, but hold jump. I don't know how much more right I can press for you to realize that I'm only pressing right. This is actually ridiculous. I mean, I could just do that too. I could just spin jump on it, do that, and then do a spring jump. That would work. I don't need to do whatever this tech is. Like, I know what it wants me to do, but I can just do whatever I want right there. As long as I get up there. It'd be great. Great. Spin jumping. Be awesome. Yeah, I can just do that. Okay. All right, drop. It's a pretty crazy section going on here. The one thing I wish Nintendo would really fix about the controllers is how small everything is. Like how small the D-pad is, how small the buttons are. Like if they made them for normal sized hands. It would be a lot better because then you wouldn't be holding every button at once. Like, the D-pads are just so small. Why can't they go the PlayStation route? Majority of my deaths are gonna be at that section right there, thinking I throw up. Or not. Yeah, like, the buttons should be a little bit better so that you don't accidentally... Because I'm pressing it like this. Like, there's no way... It's so hard to show on here. Anyways, there's no way that I'm pressing up at the same time. Hey, Wazo. Oh. I was like, I can do a normal jump. Yeah, like when they made the Switch, the controls are so tiny. Like, I hate them. They're so itty bitty. Like, why? I don't understand why. Yeah, I used to love the gamepad until the buttons started to crap out on me. So that's why I don't use the gamepad anymore. You're in class. Should be paying attention to class. Oh my god. When you keep pressing Z when you should and it says no. Yeah, I know what trick it wants me to do there, but I'm not gonna do it. The one time I want down to work. crap. I feel like that was the end of the section right there. Yep. See what happens when the buttons are actually correct? I'm matching up with what I actually input. Wrong side, buddy boy. Oh, do we have a double shell jump on our hands right here? Oh! It just went right through me and killed me from the butt. Oh. What does it want there? I actually don't know what it wants from me right there. Like, I don't know which way it wants me to go. So I feel like as soon as I shell jump, I've got to drop the shell and then shell jump off the backside. So this is gonna be a trick I've never done before. Just took the shell right from his nose. Come on. So it's not quite a double shell jump, but it's not quite... Whoa! Not quite an easy trick. Can't I just shell jump any way I want? Like, can't I just go over here? Yep. I'm just hoping whatever this next part is, it works. It'd be great if I can actually just get this other shell jump, though. Huh. I don't know what it wants from me. I feel like I can do it another way. What if I jump to that beetle? If I jump from the beetle, jump on it once, throw the shell left. And then jump on the beetle again. Well, you died. I don't think I can make it over to that beetle. That might be a tall order. I just keep going right through it. How crazy is it that I'm getting the first shell jump, no problem? It's the same exact thing as what I'm doing right here. And I can't get the second one. So that's what it wants me to do. It wants me to drop it right there. But I've got to drop it on the way up. Oh, wait, maybe I'm supposed to drop it but hold right. I'm making it way more complicated. So, like, drop it on the way to that other beetle. I'm pretty sure that might be it. So, the way that I thought would be like an alternate strat is pretty much the way I need to do it. Nope. Nope. Alright. I'm gonna see if I can make it to that beetle. Okay, you can't make it to that beetle, so you do need to do like a butt bop to shell jump. I think. This level just ramped up in difficulty really quickly. Fuck. All right. I'm done following the indicator. You're asking why designing such a level? What do you mean? This is a blind Kaizo Race level from a little while ago. Designed for people much better than I. Okay, so I almost got it. I just need to drop it a little bit earlier. You never played Kaizo? Love watching it? It's very difficult. But it is fun once you get all the tricks. It is a good design, it's just I don't know this trick. Like, I've never had to do this. I've done it the other way. Like, off another wall. So, you know when you run up against the wall, drop the shell, and it boops back and does that? I haven't done whatever this is, but I know what it wants me to do. Okay. I can't let go early enough. At least it's not the shell jumps getting me stuck. So that's a positive. Fuck. Dead. Like, the shell has to be in the indicator, not my body. And then I'm gonna have the Z and stuff. I just can't do it, Captain. Don't have the power. I can't get far enough over right for it to do what I'm supposed to do. Welcome back, Randy. See, that's what I'm supposed to do right there. But I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to drop down. Go further over right. I'll get it eventually and then screw up the next trick. So that's what I want to do, but I gotta drop the shell a little bit earlier. That, like that. That's what I gotta do. Alright. Slowly getting this. 1 pixel at a time. Alright. Just a little bit earlier. Whoop! Killed the other beetle. Whoops. Oh, too early, too early. Just trying to think of what I'm gonna do after. I'm pretty sure the beetle's gonna end up under me and I gotta spin jump off of it. Now, I don't know if I'm supposed to do double jump and then go, or jump once and then angle. I think I'm supposed to do, like, bounce, bounce, and then on the way up, start holding right. But that saw's coming down pretty quickly. At the first jump, it's just an alternate way to do the shell jump. It doesn't matter which way you throw the shell at the first ice blocks, so you can do it like that if you want to. There was one point I was good at those ones. That's really kind of tough. Oops. Huh. Oh, Just switching shells there. Didn't want a shellmet. Just wanted an actual beetle one. More weight, more meat. Okay, I'm not the only one to die there. Good. Good. Oh, yeah. I thought a shellmet would protect me from the lava, and then I can swim, and then I can just get to the end. I'm wrong. I tried it again, even though I knew I was wrong. That shellmets don't protect you from lava, but just ended up back in there. Now I'm just screwing up the first one. Oh, I forgot what I was doing. I thought I was doing another shell jump somewhere. Completely forgot. Oops. I'm glad this is the last level of the stream, though. Okay, come on. Come on, enough of this. Enough. Enough. Get the shell jump. I still gotta figure out how to deal with that beetle. Like, I don't know. I closed viewer levels, Drew. This is the last level. Come on. Fuck. Gotta throw the shell more to the left, otherwise there's no point of continuing. Damn it! They really need a faster reset in Mario Maker 2. They gotta keep in mind all of us people that die very often and don't want to see the animations. I've been stuck at this part longer than the level is. Longer than part 1 and part 2 combined. I don't know which, because the stupid saw's coming down. So what am I supposed to do? I keep forget every time I get to that part, I feel like I need to like throw it at the top of my jump. But I don't. All right, that time I was quick and I could have actually taken my time because the saw wasn't there yet. Gotcha. I'll figure this out eventually, and then we'll die at a new part. I just want to die at a new part. Oh my god. What is going on? The first shell jump is exactly the same as the second one. And I'm more consistent at the first one than I am at the second one, but the second one is no different. Crap! Oh, fuck. And then I think I got a spring jump. So like I gotta spin, I'm gonna grab a spring and then spring jump up. Damn it! Go right more. No! Dude! Come on! Twice in a row! Should have gave it to me. Damn pixels. Well, that one's obvious and dead. Dead. Now I'm scared to do it too early. There you go. Fuck you. I don't know what it wants from me, like, wants from me there. I don't know if I can double bounce off of it. Well, this sucks. Damn it. There we go. Really? I actually do not understand what I'm supposed to do there. Also, there's a shell involved after this. I can't... Why would you put the saw there? Horrible design. Ah. Damn. It's that muncher just freaking me out and not making me want to push right at all. Fuck. Spring jump and then I drop the shell in the lava. I don't get it. Oh, okay. Okay. So do that. Spin jump. As soon as I jump off the beetle, spring jump, grab the beetle, drop it on the way down, spin grab, spin jump onto tomato, shell drop, boop Goomba, or Goomba. Not spin jump there. Alright, well I know what to do. Now I just gotta get it to work consistently. I feel like I can just do like a double bounce there. I'm gonna try a double bounce. It might be easier. Like double bouncing on the beetle. Give me some time to actually set up with the spring. Damn it. If I can finish this in 10 minutes, that'd be great. Okay, no double bounce, gotta do it right away. Gotta do it right away. All instant. All one motion. Crap. Really? Oh! I feel like they made that little window way too tight for a Saturday race. Like, just open that up a little bit. Holy crap. That started out being really early and then it just killed me. There we go. My dog's being a dumb. He's attacking the door. Crap. And that's probably the end right there. Yep, that's the end right there. Alright, alright. Alrighty. All I had to do was grab the beetle and not be scared of the spike it was on. Did it again! Boosh! Gotta grab the beetle. That's all I gotta do. Grab beetle. Remember to drop beetle, then instantly spin. And I should be able to do the shell drop. Knock the tomato into the lava, and we're good. And that part would be like a hold right section. Well, shit. Damn! Every time. It's because I always throw it too late, and now I'm trying to compensate for throwing it late. And then you just re-grab it. And now there's a blender upstairs. Oh, man. Such a quick input right there. It's a fucking Nintendo game. when you're holding nothing but the grab button. And it just boops it. Come on, I want to eat. I don't know what, but I want to eat. Fucking game. I really hope that's the kind of stuff they actually fix in Mario Maker 2. Like when you're holding the run button, you should grab it no matter what. Hang on a second. I'm not even signed in, so... What the hell's going on? YouTube really sucks. YouTube and Nintendo, two bad companies. I refreshed a page, and then it's like, you're not signed in. A little mid-air input there. And we're done. I knew if it just stopped bopping, I would get it. Jeez. Alrighty. "21 minutes. So close to the record. So close." Somebody had a level named RIP SMM1. I mean, that clear rate makes sense. This level can be done in 49 seconds, though. I wonder if it's cheesable. Or if somebody's just really that good. Staying True is really just that good. I don't think I'd be able to count what place I got. Who's in the top? Morg, Drew. Drew, you didn't star this level. Jerk. Murphy. Z7 eventually did it. Amelia did it. Cats did it. Dan G. GGP. Barb. Me. What place am I? 81. Either 81 or 82. Anyways, I'm gonna end the stream here. Thank you guys for hanging out on this this early random Wednesday stream. This Saturday, as usual, Mario Maker, fewer levels, possibly this one. We'll see about this one. This one's clear rate is mighty low, but not as many attempts as in this one right here. This one's got way more attempts, so who knows. But thank you guys for hanging out, and I will see you in the next live stream. Have a good night, everybody. Peace. Who subscribed? Zetar Kid, welcome. Thank you for subbing. Bye. Oh, raid. Oh, you were trying to raid. I'm sorry. Well, thank you for the raid. I see you retracted. Yeah. Peace, everybody. I'll see you some other time. But yeah, thank you for the raid. Bye.